Did you know, in Volume 2, Issue 6 of the Steven Universe comics, we actually get to see what would have happened if instead of Steven, Pearl and Amethyst teamed up to become wrestling partners. The issue begins with Pearl dealing with a lot of stress in her daily life, so much so that she ends up becoming completely overwhelmed, and so the other crystal gems are wondering what's been going on, in which Pearl responds that although she has a lot of stressors, she doesn't really have a good way to decompress. Upon hearing this, Amethyst recommends that Pearl join the Beach City Wrestling League, as it was something that helped her de-stress and thinks it may have the same benefits for Pearl. Pearl is a bit hesitant at first, but Garnet says that it's a pretty good idea, and so Steven comes up with a costume, and Amethyst and Pearl end up joining the Beach City tag team fight, in which Amethyst is obviously the Purple Puma, and Pearl debuts as the Pink Panther. We see Amethyst explaining the rules to Pearl, who doesn't quite get it yet, but they're about to debut in their first match, in which Pearl doesn't fight at all and just ends up talking to the opponent. Amethyst starts to yell at Pearl, but realizes that Pearl is just doing her best, and so she's trying to encourage Pearl to let out that pent-up stress out in the ring. And so in the next fight, we see that Pearl is unfortunately getting beat, but with some encouragement from Amethyst, she does end up winning her match. Now that Pearl has the hang of it, her and Amethyst are having fun and encouraging each other. And of course, they end up in the final round, which unfortunately, despite their best efforts, they do end up losing. But we get to see a lot of great teamwork from these two characters, and even though they lost, Pearl is pretty happy with the results. And at the end of the comic, Pearl and Amethyst not only became closer because of this, but also Pearl was finally able to let her stress out.